Hello YouTube, hope everyone is well. Just a quick live, want to go over today's trades. We absolutely hammered it today. To be fair, everything was quite well. Everything just seemed to hit its stride, right? So want to go over today's trades. Majority of the trades I took, well in fact all of the trades I took were on NQ, and pretty much majority of them were in the UK session. Don't tend to find I have as much luck in the New York session, so really just wanted to get stuck straight in on the UK session to see where we were at, right? And so it was not bad. It was okay. I think I started the day off around 152k, so not too bad. Of 3,000 something I think I made on today. Let me see if I can figure that out actually. Orders, count summary, open P&L, total P&L. Yeah, you can see they're just shy of 3k, which isn't bad at all, right? So we can deal with that. So how did that happen? So obviously we're scaling in and out based upon different trade sizes. What we took here, I'm just going to leave that open there actually. There. So first trade took, I think was what time was that at? That was 9:47. So new UK session LSE. I normally start off with one contract just to test the water, right? Just to kind of see how the motion in the ocean starts to float, and then get a guide for it. Clearly you could see we were already trending downwards, and to the whole session I felt like it was going to be a downward day. So you know, we had this nice move down here, not much of a pullback, but then we get a pullback. Now one of the things I was slightly concerned about, if I'm completely honest, if I can just zoom out of here a second, was, where are we? I was concerned. Where's that first move there, so we can see it? This was here, right? So we had that push down here. Now we had all kinds of liquidity and lows here, so I thought to myself, good chance we can kind of come down here. It didn't quite happen. So, but my mentality was that we were going to start moving down. It turned out to be quite a sideways day, right? But who's counting? And so what we found, move came down, pulled back, and so I thought, okay, realistically, you could argue, why wouldn't have I have got in on the short there? But remember, 8 a.m. opens, and historically, we tend to find these moves where price comes down first, sweeps the lows, and then comes up high. So you don't quite know if it's going to be one of the moves that come back as a retracement or a pullback and then continue that, or if it's going to come back up and take out the high. So what I've done is I just kind of had this little move back here. Then the first trade I got in was a little short, right? And I just fancied that we were going to keep moving down. So what had happened is one contract comes down, creates a double bottom there. So I thought, ooh, a bit risky, but anyway, really started to slam in there. So on 26 micro contracts there, as you can see. And as price started coming up against me, I decided to go in again, right? So I went into there at 50 contracts. Now you can see where I sold down here. Now the average price there was 77 contracts on micro. So that was the 126 and the 50. And you can see here, I then sold or bought as I was selling there. Made a nice profit on that. I think that was, I can't actually remember how much that was in terms of equity, but that was the first trade. So always nice to get your first trade in of the day as a win. But I thought to myself, okay, well, I think I felt like this was still, you know, edging down. I felt like the move was always going to be down. So again, jump straight back in again here with 10 contracts, and what I tend to do is double up. So that would have been 20, presumably. Yeah, 20 there. So there's 30 contracts that I'm averaged in for. Now the way I do this is because each time I'm doubling up, which is a risky strategy. You've got to be confident and have stop losses if it goes against you. But there's a point at which you need to stop it. Like for example, if we go above here, I'm out of the trade, right? But here I still felt confident, so that was the sell. That was the take profit from these average trades here. So that one we sold 10, and we done 20. Price comes back in. Didn't take profit there, should have, but decided not to, and then we continue to hold. Turned out to be a good trade in the end, right? So the average of those two was 30 contracts. I ended up getting out here for them 30 contracts. I made a nice tardy profit. You know, when we're talking about moves on here, generally on 30, which it's three minis, right? At 30 micros is 3 minis, which it's a significant move going from there to there, right? So you get a nice return on that. Then I kind of sat out for a little bit. Didn't do too much. Then of course it's a really nice trade again. So bought in here just at 10 contracts. Took a profit here. There's the 10 contracts there. Didn't have. I don't think I had a loss today, but I don't know. I can't remember. Then I bought 10 contracts there. I fancied that we were going to start moving up because the vigor and power of this move here gave me the sense that actually, you know what? I think markets are probably bottoming out a little bit. So took that trade there nicely and then got out here somewhere. Just to clarify, this move here, it doesn't to say, that's not to say I bought here. I bought, you can see where the little blue arrow is. That's exactly where I bought on that blue arrow, right? And I got out at the bottom there. So that's not a huge move, right? That's a few pips. Still another positive trade. I think that was the take profit, wasn't it, from that? There's the buy. Yeah. There's the sell. So there's the selling out of that move. Then what did we do? Another kind of nice snipe here. 20 contracts. Bought there where the arrow is and got out there. So little small move. Wasn't anything too crazy indeed. This one was a bit risky, right? You can see you can see here where the risk starts to take place. So you can see 20 contracts, 40 contracts, 80 contracts. Now the average of those obviously is moving up, so my line of best fit, I can't remember exactly where it was, but you know, you take the average of them, it's probably somewhere around here, right? So you can clearly see me getting out there where that little blue arrow was. Turned out to be quite a nice move. Now you've got to remember that's 140 contracts or 14 mini calls. I think that was about an $800 to $900 move. Now you can say, well, why didn't you hold on? Absolutely, why didn't I hold on? You know, we all make mistakes. Incidentally, I've been reading a book lately called what's it called now? It's a really good book. The Best Trader Loses or something like that it's called. Not the best. Let me just check. I'll tell you exactly what it was called, right? It was called, good friend of mine, Mikey, give me this book. And it's, I've got to say, it's a game changer. Difficult to process though, gotta say. The book is called Best Loser Wins. It's about being able to take a loss and not feeling like the loss is a failure. It's really, really good. Really, really good. So check that one out. Anyway, back to the trading sessions, right? So where was that one? So just double checking, that was the 140 lots, right? 40 contracts there. Quite a power move. Then we get a buy here. So again, it gets a bit messy here because that's, what's that? That's the sell from the buys. But then we buys, right? We get a nice entry here. So what do we get? Buy. That was one lot again. I think my nerves were shattered after that move, if I'm completely honest. So I needed to kind of just chill a little bit, relax, and get myself back out of that kind of frame. So I just went with one contract there. Obviously the move started off really well, comes back down. It's the first time I actually go into a contract, right, which is scaling into an already winning trade. Usually I'm scaling when I'm in a losing trade, or not a losing trade, but when I want to scale in, when I still feel the move's going to go my way. So that was great. And then I got out here, so that should be 3 contracts here, I believe. Yeah. And then what do we do then? Then we're just scaling in again. So buys here, one buy of 2 contracts, another buy of 2 contracts. So we've got 4 contracts here, plus another 2. That's 6 contracts plus 14. It's 20 contracts, right? So there's 20 contracts bought in that area there. Then what do? We get a nice sell, right? Not massive, but still we get a good sell. Then we get what? Another move. 14 contracts have dived in straight in. Got in right at the top of that candle. I felt like we were going to start moving up. Clearly we did, because a lot of this is price action, right? So you know, right at the bottom of the value area low, of course. But also I was looking at the fact that we pretty much spent the majority of the time at the bottom of the value area low, a lot of the time kind of in that zone. I also was monitoring the other time frames as well, so the 5 minute, the 15 minute and the hour, and I just felt like it was time for price to move up. So again, another nice move there. It didn't load up as much on this one, but you can see here 14 contracts got out here with that 14 contracts, and I think that was pretty much it then. And you know, nicely we just kind of lollygagged for the rest of that time, so worked out quite well. Can't complain. Happy with the trading day. Nearly 3k up. What more can you want on a day of trading on a relatively flat day? So I will leave that one there, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, and we'll speak to you soon. Okay, bye.